And this is also why people have to be very cautious for falling prey to emotional mind control, as I call it. You know, when somebody's trying to tell someone an uncomfortable truth because they're in a very, very precarious situation, altogether in a very precarious situation, the New Age approach, or the 6 o'clock newscaster approach of, you know, putting on the sweet, pleasing tones, isn't always the right way to go about it. Sometimes it's to just look in the other person's eyes and look at them as a human being that is capable of handling the truth, even though the truth is dark. Where we're at right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a dark place. I liken it to, imagine if a house was burning down, because that's what's happening. Our house is burning down. In case you don't recognize that, that's actually the scenario that's taking place. The house is burning down right now. We're in a burning house. And in a position where a house was burning down, let's say there was a mother, a father, and 2 children living in the house. Should the mother and father, as the adults of that house, start cooking dinner?
Not hardly.
Should they turn on the TV and kick their feet up in the living room?
No, I
and
wouldn't
say,
think.
let's relax.
Yes.
Our kids are upstairs. The whole first floor is starting to burn. But let's pop in a DVD. Let's entertain ourselves.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, this is our condition. And what people want to hear is, they want to hear the soft, pleasing tones of someone who's just trying to keep them distracted. This is emotional mind control. That's why so many people are more apt to listen to a newscaster sweet talk them, even though they're telling them utter nonsense and lies. You know, if someone is screaming at you from 4 inches away from your face with a bullhorn, the only thing that matters, ladies and gentlemen, is, are they telling you the truth? Nothing else matters. See, this is one of the things I want to attempt to utterly annihilate and destroy in the New Age community. The way a message is delivered is utterly and completely meaningless, as long as it's the truth.
Yeah.
The only thing that matters, nothing else matters about how a message is delivered. Okay? I try to be as logical as possible. I try to explain things in as depth of clarity as I'm capable of doing. That's my presentation style, and it can also come off with some abrasiveness and harsh emotion because, let's face it, I don't look at it like I should have to do this. I think that this should be common sense knowledge, personally. To me, this knowledge is not deeply held back from people. It's all there. It's all always been there. It's all out in the open. The problem is people don't want it. They want to remain in their little illusory box, thinking that they're free as long as they have their little box called the house, and then they have their animal trough feed within the house, and they have their little entertainment center within the house, and then they have their mobile box that can get them to their slave job, that can get them to maintain that whole prison system that they're locked in. As long as they're in that little comfort level, they don't want to know anything about how they're enslaved. They don't want to know anything about how this world really works. They don't want to know anything about their complicity with evil. They don't want to know anything about the depth of evil that has surrounded us in this world. Okay? And they want to just go throughout the world in total illusion, believing that they're somehow free, when in fact they're slaves in a cage. That's the actual real world condition of humanity.